Hello. Welcome. Let's have a moment of quiet together. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Thanks so much for coming by again today to hear the message, to practice, to reinforce and strengthen a connection with ourselves. A lot going on in the world, and it's easy to get carried away with it. And I mean, even without things going on in the world, there's a lot going on in our inner little worlds, and a lot to do and all this other stuff. So I think it's wonderful that we show up for ourselves here. And I want to say thanks. We're here every single day in this community. We're in our 6th year, so I appreciate that. Love it. And this year, we're talking about being present for our own lives. It's strong. It's powerful. It's deep. It's real. It's as true as you can get. Being present for our own lives. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, New York Times bestselling book, is described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. The message we're offered today, this day number 1961, is titled The Exercise of Gentleness. The Exercise of Gentleness. There's a quote here offered to us by the Oracle of Sumiyoshi. I have no power of miracle other than the attainment of quiet happiness. I have no tact except the exercise of gentleness. This book is loaded with good stuff. I have no power of miracle other than the attainment of quiet happiness. I have no tact except the exercise of gentleness. This Shinto sage from the hills of Japan affirms what we all know in our hearts, but seldom honor. I have worked hard to give up attaining a place ordained by others in the world, for this always leads me into noise, into confusion and gruffness. Often it's some grief or pain that halts me, jars me into remembering the exercise of gentleness that opens the quiet world. Do we feel that? Recognize that? Understand that? The truth is that more than forgetting this, some unloved part of me whispers insistently that I can have both. Foolishly, I tend to listen out of pity or pride, only to find out painfully again and again that it just doesn't work. In beautiful mystery, the extraordinary edge to everything is covered over with a current of speed and noise. The way beautiful stones are not quite seeable under the rush of the river's face. Only when we can still the river of the world and the river in our face do things become extraordinary and clear. Only when we can still the river of the world and the river in our face do things become extraordinary and clear. It's funny, I didn't even look at this message. I never look at the messages before I read them share them. Only when we can still the river of the world and the river in our face do things become extraordinary and clear. The meditative exercise that's offered to us today is a walking meditation. Sometimes I think just visualizing works well. This is a walking meditation. I like walking meditations, don't you? If not, this is a perfect invitation to try. You just walk, you just breathe deeply as you walk, and you walk real slowly, like mindful of every step that comes down, mindful meditation. You can just walk. I don't want to say how to do it. There's plenty of ways to do it, right? Breathe deeply as you walk. And as you begin to slow, notice how your field of attention widens. Go to the first thing that shows you its quiet happiness. Breathe before it slowly and speak to it with your gentleness. So powerful. This line is worth it in gold right here. As you begin to slow, notice how your field of attention widens. I need that tattooed on my forehead. I need to put sticky notes everywhere. The exercise of gentleness. I have no power of miracle other than the attainment of quiet happiness. I have no tact except the exercise of gentleness. Thanks again for coming by today. And deep gratitude. See you tomorrow. Namaste.